What's poppin', everyone? It's Mikey T, the movie star. I want to give a major shout out to Ooey Magazine, Nonstop Connection, supporting this video. What's good, Joe Brogan? What's poppin'? Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Obviously, there are new details in the King Von story. There are new details in the King Von story that I had to come on here and report with you guys. What's going on, everybody? What's poppin', y'all? If you all saw the new angle that actually popped up today from the King Von video, it was pretty, you know what I mean? It kind of came in and showed the whole story that King Von's manager actually laid out. Kansas City in the building. Mr. Official 410, appreciate you for tapping in tonight. We got an exclusive for everybody. Everybody knows that another angle has actually dropped. What's going on tonight, everyone? Winners Entertainment for Life. Appreciate you for tuning in tonight. Tonight's live actually brought to you by Ooey Magazine. That's right. Everyone in here that wants to tap in with Ooey Magazine, hit them on the gram. It's in the description. Everyone that taps in based on this live, you're going to get a free digital copy of the magazine. And here, right in the chat right now, you can tap in with Ooey Magazine. Jose, appreciate you for tapping in. Angel, appreciate you tapping in. Angel, Devo, appreciate you for tapping in. There's a lot of reports going out right now. The first report I'm actually going to read is actually from Media Takeout. You know, Media Takeout's obviously one of the biggest branches. Okay. Yeah, RIP to rapper Mo 3. Definitely RIP to Mo 3. So let's get into the exclusive, you guys. Let's get into this joint. I know a lot of you saw the actual new footage that dropped today. I know a lot of you guys saw the footage drop today. It basically showcased Von actually getting out of his vehicle. Von actually got out of his vehicle and came and he faced Quando Rondo head on. The two came, faced each other head on. There was no chance whatsoever for them to talk. Von just came to blows. Von literally just came to blows, and then the whole scene broke out. But let's dissect it a little bit, you guys. You know what I mean? Because Von jumped out of his whip. Von jumped out of that bulletproof SUV, and he had a number of people surrounding him. He had a number of people surrounding him. You know what I mean? He had a number of people surrounding him at that time frame. And once shots rang off, every single person pretty much ran. A few other people were hit, but a lot of them pretty much ran. You know what I mean? But I was talking to Kid, and I've been talking to a few other people. When that happens, you guys, there's only a couple choices to do in that situation. You know what I mean? Salute Ooey Magazine. Follow Ooey Magazine on the gram at Ooey, OOHWEE.magazine for a free digital copy of the latest issue that just dropped. Follow and DM Ooey Magazine. And also, one person in here is actually going to win a free hoodie. One of you guys that DMs Ooey Magazine is actually going to win a free hoodie or a free t-shirt. Clay Adams, I appreciate you for tapping in. I wanted to go over this report on Media Takeout, you guys, because I know everyone on the net is going crazy right now about this whole new camera angle that popped up, which pretty much solidifies the whole King Von's whole interview, King Von's manager's interview with academics. He basically said that King Von got out of his whip and went and confronted him. Once another associate of his came over and said, "Hey, I spotted him right there. I see him right there. His man was sleeping." Appreciate you, Clay. Risk Taker, CEO, appreciate you. Aaron Finney, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate everybody tuning in to the live tonight. Much love from Vegas, Nevada. Gabe, I appreciate you tuning in. Vegas, Nevada, free the men, free AR Rab, free Dark Low, free Skinny Me. But let's get into this report from Media Takeout, you guys. Media Takeout reported that King Von actually beat up Quando Rondo, allegedly. I mean, actually, no, it's not allegedly anymore. He went in and he laid him out. You know what I mean? It's not alleged. He actually did put some hands on him. But anyways, so Media Takeout reported that a new video was released which shows the final seconds of Chicago rapper King Von's life. Media Takeout News has learned in the video, the now deceased rapper is seen approaching his rival Quando Rondo and punching him in the face hard, several times. That occurred before the police say that Quando's brother actually, so they are saying that this guy, Little Tim, is actually Quando Rondo's brother. Joogie Man, I appreciate you for tapping in tonight. ABG Graphics in the video, appreciate you for tapping in tonight as well. Gazette Dim, yeah, Mo3 just passed. We're gonna do an exclusive video on that as well. But right now, I just wanted to jump on here and talk about the new footage that leaked of King Von. Risk Taker, appreciate that, man. You can grab this hoodie, Ooey Magazine. You guys can grab this hoodie, DM Ooey Magazine. Everybody that follows them right now has a chance to win a free hoodie, but you're also going to get a free digital copy of the magazine, you guys. Prior to the punch, this is Media Takeout's report. Prior to the punch, King Von walked over to Quando and two rappers, King Von walked over to Quando and the two rappers stared each other down face to face, only briefly, because moments later there was actually a fight. You know what I mean? King Von just started laying off in him. And guys, this situation, even though it's unfortunate, King Von went over there with fists. You know what I mean? King Von went over there and put his fists up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go over there actually brandishing a weapon or anything like that. He went over there for a fight, you know what I mean, to prove himself in that regard. But I was talking about this the other day, you know what I mean? When you try to go in on a rapper, there's a major chance that that rapper is going to have his crew behind him. You know what I mean? His crew behind him who is going to want to, do whatever to protect their main source, their main friend. I said breadwinner, but I was just doing an interview with Kid, and he said, no, it's more of their brother. It's more of their friend. You know what I mean? But you could look at it in a situation of King Von was the one, or Quando was the one. Quando Rondo's the one for getting his team out. You know what I mean? Yeah, 90s baby, you're right. You cannot dictate the way that somebody responds when stuff pops off. You can't. You know what I mean? I don't know why King Von went over there in that regard. Like, didn't he think that Quando's homies were going to, you know what I mean, be willing to take the same risk as his? Risk taker, crazy but true. Badlands, UK, Mikey T, salute. Risk taker, scared to get embarrassed. Scared to get embarrassed, yeah. Underestimation. Yeah, you should never underestimate somebody. You know what I mean? I think looking at the situation that happened, Quando was there to get a bag. King Von was leaving his show where he was out getting money. King Von was leaving the show where he was out getting money and actually, you know what I mean? He actually went to another performance. He went to another venue because he wanted to pop a bottle. You know what I mean? He wanted to have more fun. Just so happened his op was there. Nathan McGill, appreciate you for tapping in. Imagine Treasure. What up? North Memphis checking in. Mac, I appreciate you for tuning in tonight. We're talking about the whole situation, the new camera angle that's popped up that shows a little bit more of the altercation. You just don't get to see somebody getting shoved now and then you get to see Von walking out of his car, walking around another car, and then coming face to face with Quando Rondo. You know what I mean? And if we look at the video, if you guys go and pull up another screen and look at the video, you can see that Von had probably 20 people standing outside of his SUV, Sprinter SUV, whatever it was. You know what I mean? Just like a big star would. He approached Quando, who was by himself. You guys are going to have to stay tuned to see what Kid said about it. I'm going to be dropping it tomorrow, actually. I'm going to be dropping my exclusive interview with Kid tomorrow where he speaks on this whole situation. But Kid had a very interesting take. Yes, DM Ooey Magazine, you guys. I'm putting it right here. Ooey Magazine. One of you that DMs and follows Uwe Magazine is going to win a free hoodie. They got more colors than orange, but personally, you guys, I'm really liking the orange right now. You know what I mean? I'm about to have a couple more this week to show y'all some different color joints. But tap in with Uwe Magazine. You're going to get a free digital copy of the magazine, but also you have a chance to win a free hoodie or a free t-shirt. I appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight. Sydney Hill, thank you for tapping in. Eric Norwood, 757 up in here. Appreciate that for tapping in. Yeah, guys, we're talking about a couple different situations right now that actually have played out during this whole King Von episode, because now we're getting more footage. Now we're getting more footage of what actually happened. And yesterday, there was actually an interview. Academics did an interview with King Von's manager that basically put a lot of this down. You know what I mean? It really put a lot of this down and broke it down. Ooh, dad caps. Okay. Rip Mo 3. Am I saying that name right, you guys? Mo 3. Everybody say this ain't the 80s or 90s. Yeah, you're right, Damien. Risk taker. They appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Man, this is a very unfortunate situation with King Von, y'all. SB Little Champs, appreciate you for tapping in. Nick Vegas 215, I appreciate you for tapping in, man. Very unfortunate situation that's happened with King Von. Why? Because he was an artist that could have changed everything for his people. What did he do when he got his industry money? He went and he took $100,000 and he broke it down with the hood. You know what I mean? He went and broke it down with the hood. Like, he really kept it real. Like, he wasn't playing no games when it came to the whole situation. The Welcome to O Block album. Everybody go stream that album. Welcome to O Block. 910. Where's the 910? What's the 910, Wally Dean? Let me know what the 910 is, man. Salute. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Rolando Dyer. Appreciate you, man. Baltimore. Salute. Appreciate Baltimore for being in here. You know, we're talking about King Von tonight. We're talking about King Von right now. Baltimore's in here. Salute. But yeah, man, this is a real tragic situation that's happened, a preventable situation. I just wanted to let everybody in here know that I want you guys to tune in tomorrow, because I've got an exclusive interview with Kid where we actually go over the situation. You know what I mean? Alabama, risk taker, CEO, appreciate you tapping in, man. Georgia, Marcus Lane. Von was, yeah, Jim Bob. You were 100% right about that. He was, man. You doing good work, G. Rolando, I appreciate that. I really appreciate you saying that. So I wanted to bring up another article, actually. Wow. So yeah, Immediate Takeout reported that the Georgia man named Timothy Leaks, who is reportedly Quando's half-brother, has been arrested. He's actually been arrested. Yeah, Savvy. Kid is definitely a dope rapper. One of my friends who, he's a hip-hop fan, like, he heard the Kid record named Glory, and he was like, damn. He was, like, actually impressed by it. East Detroit. Jim Bob says, I think Von just moved too quick. You're right. You're right on that. Von moved a little bit too quick. You know what I mean? He should have maybe made a phone call in regard to the situation. I appreciate everybody tapping in tonight, you guys. If anybody wants to donate to the channel, if anybody wants to make sure that you see this channel progress, the best way to donate to the channel is Cash App. Cash App Mikey T Movie, if you would like to donate to the channel. I'd appreciate any donations that come in, you guys. Oh, yo, Antonio, you from the Bronx? Major salute to the Bronx. You know I love New York. 90s Baby says, when you got that much to lose, you should be moving like a boss. That's 100% facts. I think Von moved off of emotion on this one. And from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, is that, King Von and Quando Rondo actually had a prior relationship to all this. You know what I mean? They actually had somewhat of a prior relationship to all this. Anybody in the chat, do you know about it? Kid was speaking about it in my interview, actually seeing pictures of them together. Nah, Sydney. Well, I mean, we're not I'm not really trying to talk about that in this video, but King, the whole thing with self-defense is out the window in this case. Let's break it down. Look at the video. King Von ran and faced off with Quando Rondo. It was a fight, a one-on-one fight between them. And then somebody comes and caps King Von. How is that self-defense? There's no self-defense method for little Timmy here. Yeah. Yeah, 90s baby. Like, he really did have too much to lose to be fighting at the clubs. I mean, come on. Come on. There's a difference between fighting at the club and fighting at the club resulting in what happened with King Von. Like, come on. I've witnessed fights at clubs. I've seen people get in serious fights at clubs. Sometimes when there's fights at nightclubs, people don't even get arrested. You know what I mean? The bouncers, the cops just push them to their cars and they're like, get out of here. Domenico Benson. It was 40-2. Good point. It's a good point. Same thing happened to Shine, but that's different because Shine's life was directly put in danger. But look what happened to Shine. Shine ended up doing 10 years in jail, you guys. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. We just cracked the numbers to 111. Mikey, the stand your ground law. How does the stand your ground law pertain to this situation? I don't think it does pertain to this situation because Quando Rondo was here. King Von was here. His Quando Rondo's homie saw it from over here, ran over here, and took care of him. You know what I mean? That's not self-defense. I don't think it's self-defense, you guys. Yes, Eric. That is precisely what happened. Quando had actually made a video with King Von. Quando and King Von actually made a video together. They were friends. Quando Rondo and King Von, they were friends. They were actually on a video together, actually dissing each other's ops. You know what I'm saying? So they actually had a bit of a relationship. Kid explains that in our upcoming interview. Yep. Everybody tap in with Ooey Magazine, you guys. You see the sweater I got on right now. One person watching this video could win a free hoodie. You know what I mean? Follow Ooey Magazine on Instagram. Link in the link to Ooey Magazine is actually in the description of this video for anybody watching on demand. You know what I'm saying? The link is in the description of this video for anybody watching on demand. You could win this hoodie, but you will definitely get a free digital copy of Ooey Magazine. I've actually got the joint right here, one of the joints right here. You can get a free digital copy, or we'll give you a print copy of this magazine if you're interested. They got all the deals. So hit Ooey Magazine on Instagram right now. I'm going to put it in the chat, you guys. Ooey Magazine. DM them your email address. You're going to get a free digital copy. Plus, you have a chance to win a free hoodie, you guys. Jim Bob, by the way, Von was rapping. You is wild, Jim Bob. Yeah, King Von was rapping real flows. You know what I mean? King Von was rapping like that real street authentic music. You could hear it. You could hear it. You know what I mean? I just watched him on Gilly the Kid's $1 million worth of game. I was watching him on $1 million worth of game with Gilly, and you could just hear it in the lyrics that were on the album, how real he kept it. All pro, man. Y'all get them likes up. This man, Report Card Radio. Stay with Fire live streams. Appreciate you, All Pro 206 tapping in. Everybody hit that like button, y'all. Appreciate everybody. Jamal Brown says he rapped his life. Yeah, he rapped his life, but also he rapped about things like ways that people would break rules in the system, like what people would do if people got locked up. You know, go listen to Von's lyrics. This guy really was one of the most authentic street rappers I've heard in quite some time. Comparison, King Von comparisons. I'm not saying a comparison in music wise, but the street authenticity of King Von was like that of Young Jeezy. Dominico with a point. 90s baby said that he see that video too. Someone said, dude ain't got the TI money. That could affect it in the long run too, you guys. The fact that, like, he might not have the type of money to fight the case. But let me tell you something. Quando Rondo, Quando Rondo is gonna be getting money. You know what I mean? Quando Rondo is gonna be getting money. So I think he's gonna be straight in this situation. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? Who was actually, guys, in the chat? How big, like, do you guys rate Quando Rondo? Like, how big was he in comparison to King Von? Wow, Eric Norwood. No, he wasn't like a new age BIG. I respect that though because of his storytelling, right? Vaughn was elite artistically, Savvy said. Yo, Kevin, we're going to do a video for Mo 3. We're going to do a video for Mo 3. Vaughn way bigger than Quando, Imagine Treasure said. I'm late, Report Card Radio. Yo, All Pro, we're going to do that in another video. You know what I mean? I'm going to do this video for another few minutes, and then we're going to log in for another video. Rondo has half of Vaughn's buzz, if that. Huh. Joe Brogan hitting with some facts in the chat. Jose says not like Vaughn. Jamel Brown says King Von was definitely bigger than Rondo. Okay. 90s Baby says that he doesn't really like Quando Rondo's rap name. I don't think there's anything wrong with that rap name, to be honest with you. I was there, man. I don't have a call in right now, but Dominico, if you want to hit me on Instagram, hit me on Instagram at MikeyT_the movie star. Yeah, you're just talking. You're just talking 90s Baby because that rap name isn't all that bad. Quando Rondo isn't a bad rap name. You know what I mean? I don't know, Willie. Look up Quando and then write in the chat what Quando means. Vaughn was different because his art was top shelf. Yeah, Mr. Hustle 365, salute, my brother. Yeah, I think NBA Youngboy is actually on another level than both of them, though. Like, NBA Youngboy is, like, very solidified when it comes to music. You know what I mean? Like, he does more sales than a lot of different artists out there. Willie Six, I see what you're saying, you're saying that he's actually trash compared to Vaughn. No, that's what I'm looking for in the chat. You know what I mean? I want to hear what y'all really think about this, because what y'all think about this, like the comparison of King Von and Quando Rondo, is what really matters. Justin, like, that's circumstantial. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Some of Von's homies actually got hit with him right then and there. You know what I mean? So not every single one of them ran. But I mean, let's look back at the Casanova situation when he was about to jump on 6ix9ine. Shot got fired and everybody, boom, boom, everybody hit the floor. You guys remember what happened. I hate to say 6ix9ine's name on this channel, but that's a comparable situation that happened at the Barclays. Am I right? They didn't run. They went back. Yep, that's what King Von's manager said. He said a lot of them ran back to go to the car where they had to leave, you know what I mean, their things. 90s Baby is right. That's what one of my friends told me, that people scatter when shots are fired. That's 100% facts. Milk the G in the building was popping. Mr. Hustle 365 actually says that he thinks he's going to walk. A lot of people agree with you, homie. A lot of people agree with you, big homie. Keep working, Mr. Hustle 365, man. Yeah, man. Mr. Hustle 365 got that workout right now. Video with Kid. Even one of Von's boys said it ain't easy to run. Easy said he ain't going to walk. That's my personal opinion as well. I don't think he's going to walk. He's not walking in this situation, you guys. Now, if it was Quando Rondo who actually did it, yes, he would walk. But no, his homie doesn't get to walk for settling his problem. No, that's not how it goes, you guys. Sorry. His homie gets to do 10 years. That's what happens. His homie gets to do 15 years. That's what happens, you guys. Because that's what would happen to me, and that's what would happen to any one of you in the chat right now if we did that. You know damn well. Louis Peasy, salute. Yeah, Milk the G. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, GA doesn't play when it comes to that. GA doesn't play when it comes to that. And that's what it's going to matter in this situation. The fact that the altercation happened in Georgia. That's why Georgia's state law is going to pertain to this case. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. We have 200 people in here, you guys. You know what I mean? Obviously, the topic is hot. Obviously, the topic is hot right now because King Von and Quando Rondo, let's be honest, these guys at a certain point in time, they were friends. They were friends. They filmed videos together. They must have had each other's contact information. You know what I mean? All right. Janaea, what's popping? Thank you for tuning in tonight. Ooh. What up from Canada? I appreciate Canada tapping in. Shout out my brother King Sparks. King Sparks from Toronto. Yo, if you're from Canada, you got to know about King Sparks, right? Right, my G? I'm from Georgia, and that isn't self-defense, Jesse Jones says. Okay, so we got someone from Georgia tapping in. Appreciate you tapping in from Georgia. Yo, Dominico, how about you save it all and we can get on the phone later? You can hit me up on IG and we can go over it if you're from Atlanta or if you're from Chicago and you know the guys. Barry Farmer, appreciate you for tapping in. Eric Norwood says this joint lit, Mikey T. Yeah, you know, we be getting in on these lives lately, man. I had to do it. I had to come live with the people. Nebraska's in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Forever understanding TV. Salute from Mikey T, the movie star. Tap in with Ooey Magazine. That's right. Tap in with Ooey Magazine. The link is in the description to this video. RIP to Mo3. Chi-Town, stand up. Ooey TV, major salute. Philly's in here. Salute to my brothers, my sisters out in Philly. I'm going to be doing an interview this week with Pop Tracks. If you guys know Philly, you know Pop Tracks, HDE Luxury Studio. You know Pop Tracks is the homie. Connecticut in the building. You know I love my Connecticut brothers. Bang out. Bang out, Eric Norwood. That's right. Mike Jones, that's all I do. That's all I do is hold it down. That's all I do is hold it down. All love, you knew it. Coolly cool support channel. Yo, it man, it's actually Pop Tracks. It's Pop Poptrax. Pop Tracks is a dope producer, also an engineer as well. He has a studio in Philly. They actually filmed $1 million worth of game show out of his studio in Philly. I'm gonna put Pop Tracks' joint in the chat right now because that's my guy right there. Pop has always showed me love from the beginning. When I walked in and Pop had like a big ass chain on, and I was like, yo, this guy's lit. So follow Pop Tracks. If you're in Philly and you need studio time, or if you need an engineer, follow Pop Tracks on Instagram and tell him Mikey T, the movie star, sent you. Savvy says, people be watching footage and saying what they would do. It's easy to say then. Now, if I'm looking at that footage, you guys, the only thing I would say to do, like, I'm not going to tell someone what to do. I'm not going to tell someone what to do. But if I was one of King Von's close associates, I would have told him to chill. You know what I mean? I would have thought, like, but maybe I would have been the type of guy who would have been like, yo, it's not my place to tell King Von to chill. Like, that's Little Dirk's place to tell King Von to chill. But I would have been like, yo, you need to cool out. We need to go back to the hotel. Quando's here. This isn't a situation that we want to deal with tonight. You know what I mean? This isn't a situation that we want to deal tonight because King Von had already finished up his other show. You know what I mean? King Von had already finished up his other show, his other gig. He was just on some movie star time. You know what I mean? He was on some, superstar time where he was driving away and he was like, you know what, man? I want to go pop another bottle here. I want to go pop another bottle here, and they went there and they popped the bottle. You know, and they didn't pop a bottle. They went there and they could have popped the bottle. You know what I mean? But they didn't make it out of the parking lot, apparently. Savvy said it's good to keep a level head around. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is. You got to keep somebody around you like that. Like that. Like, believe me, I keep my best friends around. You know what I mean? That's how I do. I only keep my best friends around. Be more thoughtful, kids, and less impulsive. Firebug, appreciate you for tuning in tonight. Yep. Jamel Brown, King Von did have his mind made up. He did have his mind made up completely. You know what I mean? And I know we've all been there. You know what I mean? I know we've all been there, you guys. And I was doing an interview with Kid tonight, and it's like, you can't tell me you haven't been there before, where, you know what I mean? You're getting money, you know, him more than me, the major superstars more than me. You know what I mean? Like, look at Tupac. You couldn't tell him nothing. You couldn't tell him nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nah, don't go stomp out that guy who stole the death row chain. How are you going to tell Tupac that? What's up, Mikey T? Back at it again. Appreciate your work. Kaiser, is that how you pronounce it? Kaiser, I appreciate you for tapping in, man, for real. That's dope. The Kato girl, Little Dirk's laying low, fam. He wasn't in the streets like, yeah, Little Dirk is laying low right now because that's the best thing for him to do. You know what I mean? Little Dirk doesn't want to move off of his emotions right now. You know what I mean? He doesn't he doesn't need to move off of his emotions right now. Little Dirk needs to relax. Little Dirk needs to get everything together. You know what I mean? If he has an album or something, a duet album with Vaughn, he needs to start preparing that. He needs to potentially bring Vaughn's next two albums that his manager said he had, bring them to a major level, do major label. Do something in that regard. You know what I mean? Do something in that regard. Don't go back out on the streets and try to tear shit up. You know what I mean? That's not what you need to do. That's not what Little Dirk needs to do. And I think he understands that because I saw Little Dirk as a younger artist. I saw Dirk get the opportunity to be around guys like Rick Ross and DJ Khaled and Meek Mill and Wale, French Montana. I saw him get the opportunity to be around these superstars. And, you know, because so he knows just a little bit more than some of the guys that were coming out of Chicago. You know what I mean? That didn't necessarily get to see all that. Yo, the GGG, you is out of here. MBZ hitters, facts. Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you for tuning in. Yo, let's get it, man. Whenever you're ready, hit me on the DM at Mikey T _ the movie star. Jose, I'm sure they're going to be doing all types of ballistics. I'm sure they're going to be doing all types of ballistics involved with this case. You know, this case is nowhere near finished. You know what I mean? When you deal with a case like this, it takes a couple of years, you know? Like off rip, it's going to take a couple of years to get through this case. Ride Money, appreciate you tapping in. Everybody in here that follows me on Instagram, I'm going to follow you guys back. That's right. Everybody in here that follows me on Instagram, I'm going to follow you guys back immediately. It's Mikey T _ the movie star. I'm putting it in the chat right now. If you guys are on the gram like that, follow me. If not, just subscribe here right on YouTube. You know what I mean? Comment the video. Be like, yo, Mikey T, I subscribed. And I'll subscribe right back to you, man. It ain't no thing. I'll subscribe here on YouTube, or I'll come over there and mess with you on Instagram. Sometimes I do live videos, you know what I mean? But that's more of the place where I can send you the content if I want you to check something out personally. Zach TV helped who? Milk the G? Who did Zach TV help a lot? RIP Zach TV. Yeah, MBZ. I do promo. Hit me up on the gram for sure. I'll follow you right back. Appreciate everybody tapping in tonight, man. Y'all is real. Uwe Magazine says, I pray that King Von's family can bury him in peace with no drive-bys or shootings at the funeral. You know, it's crazy when you see things like that happen at funerals. I mean, we've seen it before, even with an old associate of mine, Benzino, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I think that this situation, they're trying to diffuse it, though. Like I was saying the other day, with the shows getting canceled, Dirk allegedly canceling the shows, or if it was just the club promoters, you know what I mean? That's probably information we might never know. You know what I mean? Some of the club promoters might not come out and say what actually happened, but this situation right now, it really needs to get diffused. Liam Breezy, Mikey T, what up, bro? Thank you, man. Liam Breezy says, Mikey T, what up, bro? You killing these dudes. They copied your whole swag. Hey, man, that's why I'm saying, yo, I'm waiting on Gilly the Kid. I'm waiting on Nori. Gilly, Nori, where's my podcast deal? I'm waiting for my podcast deal. Imagine when I get that situation. Imagine I'm going to be over here to have all these conversations with the most major artists in the game. You know what I mean? I've already interviewed Ross, Waka Flocka, Yo Gotti, Scott Storch, Young Dolph. You know what I mean? I've already interviewed AZ, Max B, French Montana, the biggest. You know what I mean? Imagine with the power behind me, like from Gilly and Nori, Barstool Sports, Revolt. You know what I mean? It's coming, you guys. It's coming, though. Gilly, Nori, one of those guys are going to see. I'm ready. I'm ready, Nori. I'm ready to take the ball. I'm going to run it. I'm going to run it into the end zone. Hit Nori up. Let him know Mikey T's ready for his podcast deal. Wheezy. What are you talking about, Wheezy? Oh, yeah. Wheezy has the new show actually on his channel. He's got the new Wheezy TV show. You know what I mean? Wheezy could come through and give me a situation too. You know what I mean? Jose says, you gonna get it. Yeah, you got to get that yourself, Biggie says. That's why I'm right here right now getting it myself. That's why I'm right here right now increasing the content, showing you guys that this content is more than just based on a few different people. You know what I mean? I've always gone out and get my own interviews, you guys. I've always gone out and got my own interviews, you guys. But now I'm going to put myself in front of the camera. You know what I mean? I'm going to show you guys I can handle it in front of the camera. I can carry it. That's why I'm doing the Zoom interviews now as well. You know what I mean? Ride Money says, your time is soon, brother. That's right. You got to make your time in this game. You really do. You got to make your time in this game. I appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight, man. D Moolah in the building. I see you, brother. What's up? Everything's good tonight. You know, we're just talking about this new angle, the new angle that is really described a lot from the King Von situation. You know what I mean? This new angle that basically it was a layout of everything that his manager said in the DJ Academics interview. D Moolah, all you got to do is follow Uwe Magazine. Follow Uwe Magazine. DM Uwe Magazine your email address. Before we get out of here, you guys, and start the other live, everybody DM Uwe Magazine. DM Uwe Magazine your email address, and you're going to get a free digital copy of the magazine. And then once you follow Uwe Magazine, you're actually going to get a chance to win a free hoodie. So, guys, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm about to start another live so we can pay our respect to Mo3, Boosie's artist. So let's get into that live, you guys. Anybody that supports the channel, if you want to send a Cash App, that's the best way to support the channel, you guys. It's Cash App, Mikey T Movie. I appreciate anybody that donates to the channel, you guys. Respect. I'm going to start another live in about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you guys. Respect to everybody for tuning in.